How confident are you about that?
533 repeating. I am 100% certain.
No, because that's 15.99.
Yep, that's $16.
No, that's 15.99.
That's why the 3 is repeating. Because that is
Hmm.
as close as you can possibly get. Unless one of us pays
Yeah.
$5.34, but I ain't going to pay the extra cent. I want a budget.
I can't afford to spend the extra pennies. I got a dump truck to fill.
Yeah, of course, of course. Gotta salvage those pennies.
All
I
right,
have one
so
point that clarifies a previous point that I had made, and I didn't know what it was about at the time, but I think I know what it was about,
Hmm.
and it was the 55 minutes is less than an hour. I believe I wrote that down because Shalom, you said I think we were recording like the second, or maybe like the second attempt to make the second podcast. We were like recording, and you're like, "All right, well, we've been recording for over an hour, so like, uh, but the at the mean, what the
wait,
fuck?
do you not
At
want
the
to wait till we
time,
actually start recording to like explain it?
Are you not recording?
I'm recording. Are you not recording?
I'm not recording.
Oh,
I
Oh.
didn't know.
my
I
recording's at
didn't know
15 minutes now.
I didn't know we started. There's been
Well, might
no.
as well record
Hey
just in
guys,
case.
welcome to another episode of Arguably a Podcast, the podcast where
This
we don't know
again.
when to
It's like
start.
as soon as
Let's
Shalom
just bring
figures out
attention to are we recording?
And we don't know when we
Oh my
start
god.
because it happens mid conversation.
we start whenever Shalom realizes that we've started and he does the intro. That's when we start.
We have no cue on if we've actually
It doesn't
started or not.
matter.
It does because an intro has to happen at some point.
Yeah.
Well, it'll happen.
Yeah, and it did. It happened. I did it. I don't
You
understand.
don't have to do it.
Yes, you do.
Oh.
You
You
have to.
personally don't have to do it every time.
But but no one did it.
It's because we were just
Anyway,
getting into it.
I'm Shalom.
You are Shalom. I'm Jake.
I am not Shalom. I am Liam.
Alright.
Now we've started the
Uh.
podcast, if you haven't been able to tell.
55
Welcome.
minutes. 55 minutes is an hour, or isn't an hour. 55 minutes is less than an hour. What did you say originally?
What did I say originally?
Yes, your original
55 minutes
point.
is less than an hour.
Right.
But
Correct.
see, I said that because I believe you said at the time of at the point in the recording where you said it, or whenever we're recording this episode, you said that we were at over an hour, and in the recording we were at 55 minutes, and that is why I wrote that down. Uh, but anyways, just gonna scratch that off the list so I can throw away this piece of paper and never have to reference it again.
Um, so I just think with that, in my defense, is that we started recording. Well, I guess I obviously started my recording 5 minutes before you.
Well, I guess so, but I don't know why you would have done that because clearly
Because
had
we don't know when
started
the podcast
by
starts.
then.
We don't know when it starts. That's why I would have done that. Because we have no start time. We have no structure. We are so dysfunctional as a group.
Yeah, well, whatever. Deal with it.
I'm trying. That's why I thought we were recording for an hour or over an
So,
hour.
you you actually had some homework, I guess. I'm not sure if you got to any of it. I assume the penny relating homework didn't happen because we were never talking about it. We never talked about doing the penny thing.
Right.
So,
Oh no,
that,
it's in the works. It's in the works.
what do you mean it's in the works?
I mean, I have stuff happening to proceed with the penny thing. I just need to know when you want it done by. And I was just getting prepped.
Well,
So,
you only had 4 hours to do it.
right, but starting when?
I mean, I would assume whenever. I
Okay,
mean,
I was.
that was what we were. We're waiting for you to give that call. I believe. I think.
Oh, on when to start?
Yeah,
Oh, first of
because
all,
you
I
can
need to.
start whenever you want, and you have 4 hours to get all the pennies to fill up the
Right,
dump truck.
right. But I also need the dump truck. The dump truck hasn't driven its way over to me yet.
Well, you don't. Well, I
But
mean,
I do
what
need
the
the
way
dump
I
truck to
saw
know
it
how
is
much
that you
pennies
had
go.
4 hours to gather up as many pennies as you can, and if you,
Oh, what? No, I'm not doing
then
that.
by
I'm
the
not getting
time
any.
would run
I'm
up.
not getting any extra pennies. It's a waste. That's a waste. We've clearly learned how valuable pennies are. People are holding on to them.
All right. Well, we will. I guess we'll do it this week then. Um, I will. I'll get the dump truck to you, and
Okay.
we can make
Yeah,
this happen.
that's good. 4 hours.
Uh, yeah,
If you,
4 hours.
if you give me a Tuesday or Wednesday, then I can do that. I
Okay.
can do it on a Tuesday or Wednesday. I'm busy all the other days.
Um, but you also
I'm
had
not.
some other homework that I feel like everybody forgot about. Do you remember what it
Interesting.
was?
Did it have to do with Jake's address?
No, it had to do with your new smartwatch. You stay up for
Oh.
24 hours and drain it past 0%.
Um, no, I did not do that. I
Ah.
don't I don't think that's how it works. Okay, so I'm at 50% right now, and I've been awake since I've been up. Um,
Me too.
That's
So have I.
true story. You know, I was born at a really young age.
and and I feel pretty drained, but the issue is I think I have to actively be doing something. So, because my energy level will go up not only when I'm sleeping, but when I'm resting. So if I'm just sitting watching TV, my body battery will recharge.
Okay,
So I have to
so
constantly
Apex.
be draining. But Apex won't drain me
I
enough, I
think
don't think.
Apex will drain you.
I don't, yeah, maybe mentally, but
Yeah.
physically. It's like a physical body battery.
Ah.
Yeah. So I don't
It's
think it'll get.
interesting that it can't tell when you're asleep and when you're awake. Like, surely your heartbeat, um,
No, it can tell when I'm asleep and when I'm awake.
but I thought that's something that you talked about last time, that it couldn't. Like, it thought you slept for like 7 hours, but in reality, like, you
It's
did not.
Yeah, the issue is if you're doing anything to imitate sleeping at like not at like around a sleeping time, I guess, it assumes that you're asleep.
And so it doesn't, so it charges your body percentage not only when you're sleeping, but also when you're resting. Like, it knows the difference.
It no, it qualifies sleep as rest.
Okay, so yeah, that's what I was just, yeah.
But I have a separate I have a the body battery thing and the sleep tracking are like two different functions.
Okay, so what happens if you like? So you don't did you think that you can't bring it to 0%, or like what? Like, do you are you?
I think I can. I just I don't think it'd be great. I don't think it would. I actually, I think it would
I,
just take a lot of time. I think it would take a lot of time. I think
Well,
I'd have
maybe
to
it
have
would
a
take
very,
24 hours. Well, you only need to do it for 24 hours and see where it's at.
if, well, it could potentially take longer than 24 hours.
Yeah, but the homework was 24 hours.
I could, but the thing is, I'd have to be doing 24 hours of something active. it's not that I'd have to not rest for 24 hours. I'd have to constantly be doing something.
Yeah.
Um, that's very difficult. 'Cause even I imagine even when
Yeah,
I'm
it is
driving,
difficult. That's not.
but the issue is I imagine even when I'm like driving in the car, it would count that as rest.
I mean, maybe. I guess we'll only find out. Won't
So
we?
I constantly have to okay.
So you're just looking for a way to get out of your homework. That's what you're
No,
saying.
I'm looking for a way to do my homework and still live my life. You're not sending me to school, you're sending me to prison.
I'm telling you to live your life for 24 hours without sleeping and see what happens.
But I'm telling you, sleep isn't the issue.
But that's what the fucking homework was. I don't care.
So you just
Woo.
okay, okay, I will. Oh,
Fine. You know
24
what?
hours.
Don't do it then. Just don't do it. Cause you won't do it in 24 hours. Just don't do it. Don't do it.
Shalom's
Oh,
getting an
no,
F.
I'll do it. I'll do it. Okay, so here, let me look at my calendar. Because I'm a busy guy. I'm thinking I will do it from a Monday to a Tuesday.
Are we gonna
So,
do the podcast during?
on
Ooh, definitely.
potentially. Okay. So, from the 11th, I will. Okay, from the 11th, on the 11th, I will wake up at like 6 o'clock. On the 11th of. Oh, why am I looking at April? Sorry. Not April. On the 14th. On the 14th of March, I'll wake up at 6 o'clock. I
That's
will
in like
stay.
almost a month from now.
Yeah, yeah, it's okay.
Wow.
I will stay.
Wow.
Oh, I got a hockey game to go to the next day. Okay, not the 14th. On the 7th, I'll do it on the 7th. On the 7th, I'll wake up at 6. I will stay awake till 6 a.m. on the 8th.
So not next week, but the week after that.
Yes.
Wait. Wait, not next week, but not the next week, but the next week.
On the
All
7th.
right.
So like 3 weeks from now, or 2 weeks from
2.5.
All right.
now.
Got a lot of time.
That doesn't matter how much time I have. It's not. I can't prepare for this. It's just gonna happen.
Nah, it's just a lot of waiting. That's all. A lot of
Well,
fucking
well, I got
waiting in
pennies
the
to
meantime.
deal with in the meantime.
Well, no, you're cheating then. You're clearly cheating.
How am I cheating?
You're using your phone on the test. That's what you're doing right now. You're
How? So you're
because
saying
you the
I
well,
can't
the
prepare a
original
strategy to get these pennies? That's all I've been doing.
you're preparing pennies. You're not
I,
preparing a strategy.
I
You're
have.
like networking some pennies.
I can
Like
tell you honestly, wholeheartedly, that I have no pennies in my like in my possession as of right now.
okay, so what have you done into it? What are you doing as for preparation?
Shit, I don't know if I'm entitled to say. I feel like that'll
Then
give away too
you're
much.
entitled to do whatever you want.
I don't. Yeah, I don't know if I want to. It's just give it away. I feel like I should let the mystery remain. So, just like for the same reason what I haven't said what I'm doing with Jake's address. I still have it. I'm still waiting for some things to be delivered to Canada. Um,
Oh my god.
but yeah,
Interesting. All
things are
right.
happening.
Well, I guess we got a fucking almost a month to wait for that. So that's something to look forward to, I guess.
I don't know why me being up for 24 hours is exciting. I don't think that's gonna be exciting to anybody unless I like
Well,
live stream the whole thing, which
the
I'm
point of
not
it
gonna do.
was to just like see how far you could push the awake clock. That was, yeah, it was like the thing. You were just like pushing the battery or like the body percentage, the body battery life as far as you possibly could. That's what I believe the goal here was.
Right. Um, Just sounds like you guys want me to die. It just sounds like you want me to get it to 0, and I'm pretty sure I'd be dead.
Yep, staying up for
Well,
24 hours means death instantly.
yeah.
No, just
I like how you're the one who proposed the idea too. You're the one who like brought this upon yourself.
I don't think so. I was just talking about my battery, and you guys were enthralled by what
I
that
don't know.
meant.
Maybe it wasn't incited by you, but for some reason I feel like it was. Some reason, just like the dump truck thing. You're the one who got the idea to fill it with pennies.
All right, fair enough. Um, I am going through my body battery history to see what the lowest is I've ever been.
Fair enough.
Ooh, ooh.
Oh yeah, I also realized why I enjoy or why being barefoot in the summer is such a prominent memory for me. And it's because whenever I go to a Soyuz in the summer, I basically don't wear my shoes the entire time that I'm there unless I'm like leaving the hotel to like go to like a restaurant or like go to like the amusement park or something like that. If I'm like at the hotel and beach, then it's just like I just don't have shoes on the whole time. And so it's like, and I've been going to a Soyuz with my family for my whole life. And so essentially it's just like I just associate like a Soyuz means summer and a Soyuz means barefoot and so barefoot means summer. So there's that connection.
Interesting.
Interesting.
They
I
all
still
they
don't think it's justifiable. So the lowest my
well, I still
body
think you're
battery
a
has ever
fucking
been
very interesting person.
is 5, from what I see, and that was on a Monday.
God damn.
Wow, imagine you stayed up for 24 hours on that Monday instead of just your regular day.
Yeah, I think it would have sucked.
I wonder how negative it goes. I wonder if it goes negative or it just stops at 0. Like that's what we're trying to find out here. That's the point of this research.
Just seems like I'm putting myself through a lot of stress for very little reward. Like, what do I get out of this? Like,
Content.
What do
say
you
I get it to 0, what do I get? What?
Content. You get content.
we get content.
I don't know if it's worth it, but
We can we can discover what happens when you get
what's
to
0?
0%.
When I get to 0? What?
Stop breathing on the mic.
Sorry.
Wait, do you have oh my god. Do you have your little headphone thing like in front of your mouth or like do you have it like in front of your like chin?
I guess it depends which way my head's looking. I don't know.
Oh, I thought it was attached to a headset.
Oh, well, it is, but
Well, just make it so that your fucking headphone thing is not in the line of air coming out of your mouth.
I'm sorry.
When he turns his head, his ears stay in the same place, so his headset stays in the same place, like he's Mickey Mouse or something.
Is that something Mickey Mouse can do?
Oh, just yeah, the animation style of Mickey Mouse, his ears would like turn weird ass ways.
How would you snap a dog's neck?
I wouldn't.
No, but like say like you needed to, right? Like say like a coyote or something was like attacking your dog, right? Had like no weapons on you or anything, but you like ran over to it, like wrestled it off
Oh,
your dog, but it
chokehold.
still kept like going for you. Yeah,
For
but
first, for sure.
you're gonna choke it out?
Yeah. I don't think I could
don't-
bring myself to snap a neck. That
I
But
wouldn't
you
know
can watch
how
it
to like
s-
snap a neck. It's ugh.
yeah,
Pretty weird.
that's how I feel.
I don't fully know how either, but I'd give it a solid go. I think that would be my move before I decided to choke it out.
I think
Really?
my move would be to kick it in the head, like before I
Really?
choke it out and
Okay,
get
but
like my arms all around it.
say it had like rabies or
Fucking
something
kick
and was just
like
rabid and
like a
was just
meter
like
distance.
fully motivated, just going after and just like wouldn't leave you alone. You're gonna kick it till it in the head till it dies.
I feel
You're
like
gonna
my
make its
legs are a lot
head
more
mush.
lethal than my arms. Yeah, I
So
do
you're a
feel that
kicker.
way. I mean,
So you're gonna be
I
out there
don't feel
barefoot
like
kicking a coyote skull.
I don't know if I'll be like I don't know. It's just like it takes some kind of fucking weird ass person to just like grab a coyote by the neck and just wring its head. Like I don't like that's kind of I don't know. Maybe I could do that if it was like fucking insane with rage, but normally I would just be like I wouldn't want to get my hand close to its mouth so it could fucking bite me and all that shit. I
But
would just
it's
try and like
attacking
kick it.
your dog.
Yeah, but like I could get it off the dog and I just keep kicking it. I mean, I don't know. What it's like it's not like there's only one way to do anything.
Yeah, I think you're underestimating the. Why do you think it's just gonna let you kick
Also,
it?
you said it's a coyote. It's like coyotes are not big.
They're not
Like,
small.
but they're not big. Why don't you think you could kick a coyote? If you can't kick a coyote, you can't fucking grab it by the neck and break its neck.
No, because here's what I would do is, or what I'd attempt to do is, if it's like on my dog, I'm like fighting my dog, like I'd run over, and if it doesn't see me coming, I'd basically like tackle it, and I'd be like on the ground wrestling with the thing, and then you just like
Yeah, I
grab it by the
wouldn't do
head.
that.
Oh, yeah, I would. So you just run over legs first, flailing out, try and drop
So you
kicking it.
just like die. So you just doggy pile on to this coyote on top of your dog. Like what?
I wouldn't doggy pile on.
Well, you said you
I
come
would
over
like,
and tackle them. So like, what's your like?
yeah,
What's your
like
approach here?
if it's on top of my dog and like my dog's on the ground just getting ripped into, but the coyote's still standing up strong, I'm like doing like a somersault kind of move over the coyote and then like jumping and then like grabbing it, and as a mid flip, I'm like chucking it through the end of
No,
the rotation.
that's not what you're doing, man. You're tripping before you get there, and you're falling face first into this coyote.
Either way,
Somehow Shalom just become this Olympic gymnast who's just
I
doing
don't think
like
I don't
double
think you need to be an
backflips over top his
Olympic.
coyote
I
dog
don't think you need to be
pile.
an Olympic gymnast to do this. I think you just need to
What?
Yeah,
be able
dude,
to
I
do a
would sneak up
somersault.
behind it, and I would like put it into an arm bar and make it tap out.
No, it would be the same as, say, if you were holding like a cup, right, or holding anything.
Oh,
Like say you were laying on the ground holding a cup, right? I
Okay,
think
yeah.
I could do like run over, like not run over you, but run towards you, do a somersault, and get the cup out of your hand as I mid somersault.
I don't think
So
you could do that.
like a dive roll.
Yeah, basically. Yeah,
So
not like
how?
not a front flip, but like a
What
roll.
the fuck?
So
What? So
when
you
the coyote's biting into your dog, and you throw this coyote, and the coyote throws your dog.
It's not gonna throw. It's gonna let go. It's
it
not gonna.
rips like its mouth is like into your dog, like it's grabbing your dog by the mouth, and
Once
you think
I
just ripping its head all, along with your dog's flesh was just gonna be a good idea? What?
I don't think that's how it's gonna happen, because dogs
It's just
never.
gonna let go?
Yeah, it's not gonna hold it. It's not like it doesn't. It doesn't do the same
I
thing
mean, I
that
guess it's not a
lions
pit
do.
bull. We can not get into that
No, but
argument.
it's also dogs do like multiple bites. They don't just go for the one and done bite like a lion or like a leopard. They're like constantly doing a bunch of sharp, quick little bites.
Yeah, I mean, but like that's very picture perfect timing you're looking at right there.
For me to have to rip it off as one of the bites, as
Between
it's like
bites.
trying to hurry bite.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think so, because I think the moment I touch it, it's gonna be like, what's touching me, and look at me instead of focusing on my dog.
Man, I would love to see this as well. Like, I would
More
love to
homework.
see you come up and dive roll tackle a fucking like what? Yeah, and grab it and then throw it. What?
I
Yeah,
stand
that
by
would
my
be.
chokehold. I think
I
chokehold would be the best option for me.
Yeah, so but how does that play out?
Well,
Say
if
you,
he's focused on the dog,
yeah,
like I don't think he's gonna turn to attack me. He's gonna be trying to kill the dog. So if I can get over there, I'm gonna like my dog's already ripped. Like I don't want to rip the jaws out of the dog and make him bleed even more. I'm gonna try to pull him, choke him out. I don't know.
So you're just gonna get like over top the coyote and just like pick it up by the neck with both hands and just
No, well, I'll pick him up by the neck with my elbow pit, like get that like actual choke thing going.
your elbow pit. So you're gonna have your face that close to its mouth.
Oh yeah, because if my face is too far, it'll be able to swivel its neck around and bite my face. I would be like hugging that thing so it couldn't turn its head around at me.
I think if it's in your like arms, like your elbow pit, I don't think it's I think it's gonna be able to turn its head. I don't think
No.
you'll be able to get a good enough grip
This is an
in the elbow
interesting
pit.
argument coming from the guy who's gonna dive, roll, tackle the coyote.
I think that's more plausible. I'm pretty athletic.
Oh
I've done
boy.
dive rolls before.
I can be just as close to that dog as he would be with the fucking arm bar or whatever.
Well, have you ever
Chokehold.
choked out a dog before?
What's the
Put a
last time you
dog in
ever
a
did
headlock?
whatever your fucking acrobatic parkour move is?
A dive roll? I probably do one once a week.
With the fucking coyote launch at the end? Yeah? It's a
Not
weekly
with the,
routine.
not with
Every
the
Monday.
coyote launch.
That's
I
what he
don't
does
do
at his
the
Coyote
job.
launching.
That's how he takes the engine out of the car. He just dive rolls over the fucking hood of the car and rips the engine out.
I don't think it'd be that hard to incorporate little coyote throw into a dive roll.
I yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. This is like having holding a large entity while doing a dive roll really changes the dynamics of that dive roll. I'm just like from
It's
someone
but
who's like trained to do dive rolls, that's like a whole different thing.
it's at the end of your rotation though.
But what do you mean is that you're grab like there's no way like you're in the air, you haven't gone done any full rotation yet. You're like basically in 90 degrees to the ground or like you're parallel to the ground with like your pancake, your stomach is down, coyote is below you, and then dog below it and ground beneath. You grab the coyote and proceed with the other like 75% of the dive roll. It's like it's not at the end, it's like near the beginning.
No, no, it's
What are
not.
you talking about?
I think it's
No.
I
How
think
can
it's
you
in
do
the
it at the
middle.
end? You fucking do the dive roll, you get up, pick it up, and throw it? What? What?
No, I think what how it happens is part of the dive roll is the jump. So that's
Yep.
the beginning.
Yep.
Then you spread
So
out
that's
and
you
sure,
grab it about 25% in. You jump it, you're in the air, you're above the coyote. You haven't done any roll yet because you just jumped into the air.
right, right. But you gotta roll before you throw.
Exactly. So you jump, grab the
Jump.
coyote, that's about 25% in,
Yeah,
and
I
then you
agree
do
with
the
that.
roll.
But then you do the roll and then you throw.
Yeah. So you're doing what I'm saying, you're doing the roll with the coyote.
I don't think. Yeah, but it's kind
You
of
just
just
like you grab
it's
the coyote,
momentum at
toss
that
it
point.
up, do the roll, grab it, toss it again.
I don't think it would be. I don't know why you think it would be that difficult. I don't think. I think it'd be like the equivalent to doing a like the diving roll thing while holding a medicine ball of the weight of a coyote. I don't think it'd be that hard.
I cannot wait to record whatever we recreate this into.
Oh, he said he compared it to the can thing, or like if someone's holding a cup.
Cup. Yeah.
We're doing that
Okay,
for
we're
sure.
doing that. Okay, well the cup's gonna be we gotta do a cup. We can do the cup, but we have to do like we have to recreate like a fucking coyote as well. We have to do like this
How
big
are
ass
we gonna
pillow thing.
recreate a
I don't
coyote?
know. I don't know. We could get like a big ass stuffy. Just so we could like
And
make it
fill it with what?
accurate.
Golf balls?
Fill it with we don't we get it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We could get something. We get a medicine ball. There you go. Use your example. Get a medicine ball. That'll be fun.
Yeah, how much does a coyote weigh?
Yeah, that's the
I don't know,
question.
probably like 30 pounds.
And probably not that heavy, right?
Probably not.
I have
That's why I think the
one
kicks would work
request.
pretty well.
I have one request.
Oh yeah.
Well, if you're Liam and kicking in bare feet, you're gonna break something.
This isn't
Well,
the
I don't know why we have
Soyuz.
barefoot.
If
Well,
he
if
was
it's
in a
in the summer,
Soyuz, maybe
if
then
it's in
then
the
it'd be a
summer,
different
he's
story.
just walking around barefoot. Or if he's taking the garbage out. He doesn't only do that in a Soyuz. He takes the garbage out at his regular home too.
Yeah, but I don't do that barefoot usually.
Last week you just said you did. You said you
No,
probably
I
go
said I do
barefoot
it
once a week.
sometimes.
You
Sometimes,
said
yeah, I
once
said I
a
sometimes
week.
do it. No, no, because I take out the garbage once a week. Because that's
That's
how
it.
often you take
It's
out the
the only
garbage.
time you have to take the garbage out. So
Once
100%
a
of the time you're taking the garbage out barefoot.
no. What?
If you, if you take the
What?
garbage out only once a week and you go outside barefoot once a week,
Well, why am I going outside once a week barefoot? Nobody said that I'm doing that.
you
You said
did.
that I'm doing that. No, you did.
No, you said this
No,
last
you
episode.
did.
Play
No, I
back.
didn't. You did.
I
You
don't know how
just
hard you
did.
bet.
I never did.
Say you said it last episode.
I last episode, I think I made the argument that I did it once this year already. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I don't know if that's true. I do remember you saying that, but I'm pretty sure you said you would have gone barefoot more than that. In fact, you probably go barefoot once a week when you take the garbage out.
Well, I didn't, and I am
Jake?
happy to be
Question mark.
proven wrong.
Yeah, I don't remember what was said like 3 weeks ago.
Um, Holy fuck, the Freedom Convoy is still blocking the fucking access around my house.
That thing's been crazy. I'm sick and tired of hearing about it.
I would love to be able to leave my house the way that I'd like to leave my house and just go the way that I want to go and not go all the way around.
Yeah, living next to
It's
the border is kind of crappy right now.
Yeah, it's like normally there's like not really any issues. It's like sort of like a weird vibe. You're just like living right next to the border. It's just kind of weird feeling. But like the fucking exits out of my community are all blocked off by police, and they have been for about a week now. And it's just annoying. There's only one exit we can go through, and it's just
And
it just
also,
it
what
just
is
adds a little bit of time to every single trip.
the game plan there? Blocking the border, so what?
So stop
Um,
wearing masks because that's the best option.
I just don't get it. They're upset because of how the government is inconveniencing them, so they're gonna inconvenience everybody else.
because logic, monkey see, monkey do. People like being a part of something, and
Find a book club.
Oh man, it's so awkward when I'm like walking to the bus and like there's people honking at me, waving their flags at me, and I'm just like,
Oh,
no,
you're just
don't
trying to
fucking
get to
look
the
at me, man.
bus.
I don't
You're
care.
just trying to get to the.
I put my mask on in front of them and they kind of just chill out.
yeah,
Like, no, I'm for these masks. Fuck you, buddy.
yeah, pretty much sums it up. Oh my god. But yeah, I can't wait until those people go the fuck away and leave me the fuck alone, so my fucking drive to wherever I'm driving is normal again.
Yeah,
uh,
it is like as if the border lineup wasn't bad enough.
and it's like it was very rare, like you ever really had to like deal with the border like coming out of my area. But it's just like obviously you're driving past it, but like you never really deal with the lineups. But until like the truck crossing is massive, then it's like an issue or a massive lineup. But the Freedom Convoy is literally just an inconvenience to everybody,
Yeah.
and I don't like that sort of thing.
Yeah.
No, it ain't great.
I don't like willfully inconveniencing others.
You
Not
like
a
unwillfully inconveniencing others.
if it's an accident, then it's easier to forgive. Yeah.
Forgive. Or
You
picture
learn
you
a
as
new
the
word today.
yeah, okay. I just didn't picture you as the forgive. That was pretty funny actually.
uh,
That was actually
Rip microphone.
Oh, is it not doing good?
I just got a nice healthy gust of wind.
Oh, sorry. It's because I put it where you told me to put it, like under my chin, but then you made me laugh, so my mouth opened wider.
Well, you could also try like doing it like about like in front of your nose almost, because if you're breathing out your nose, then it'll blow down. So if you put it like in front of your nose, not below it, then it might work as well.
Okay, I did that. How's that? Ha ha ha.
Nice.
Nice.
I just feel like I can't be heard as well. Or if I
So,
breathe, I'm in.
if you guys could have any animal as a pet, any animal that's extinct or not, what are you
Okay,
doing?
well now Shalom's just fucking.
I was just fucking sneezing or
No,
some
yeah.
shit.
No, it's just it tickled my nose.
Okay, well it shouldn't be on your nose.
Shouldn't be in your
Oh,
nostril.
Just put it like
It's not.
put
It's
like
because my
2 inches from your mouth.
my
Whatever.
nose is so big. It's just so big. It's hard to avoid. It's like if it's not, it's like above my nose, then it's like
Yeah, now you're
blocking my
really
eye.
quiet.
Oh my gosh. Hello? Hello? Okay, we're going back here. How's that?
Alright, whatever, that's fine.
Okay. Jake, favorite animal or some
If
shit?
you could have any animal as a pet, extinct or not,
That sounded so it sounded so interesting. Favorite Jake, favorite animal or some shit?
No, it's about animals. I was just trying to get back to the point. If we could
Some
have any
shit.
animal as a as a pet, extinct or not, extinct or not, what would it be?
Yeah. And it'll kind of listen to you. Not like you can't like command it to do things, but it'll just kind of like it won't attack you. It'll just kind of be chill in your place.
And it
Ooh,
has to have
I
lived at some point.
Yeah, a
in
living
history.
animal. No like unicorns or dragons or dinosaurs because those don't exist either.
Oh, so something that
Oh. So
is
in this
alive now.
No, it could be extinct.
Okay.
so
no.
in this hypothetical situation, do um do I have a hypothetical amount of money to keep this animal alive?
Yeah, I mean it'll live for its expected year life.
It'll just do its thing, and it'll
Yeah.
be your friend.
It'll be a
But
pal.
no, in terms of having like the resources to keep
Yeah.
this animal as a
Yeah.
pet.
It'll be fine. It. Yeah, you'll be good. It'll be like a free. You'll just get the food for free.
Okay.
God damn it.
Well, I was
don't know.
more so thinking about the enclosure, because what
Don't.
I would
That's not the question. Just don't worry. Just
It lives in your house. It just lives with you.
right. Okay, but here's the thing of what I would want is I'd want a megalodon.
Oh, is that a wait? Is that a
That's
shark?
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
really big shark.
Right.
Yeah. That's why I was saying in terms of like infinite money, so I could have a really big pool essentially or aquarium. Have this thing
Wow.
roam around in.
Really
So,
throwing this question for a loop.
what are you gonna do with your megalodon?
Um, I would probably I would make the tank. Like what I would do is I would try and make the tank so it's a giant oval. You know, I kind of set it up like a track, you know, like a track and field type of oval track, and then how there's the field in the middle of it. And then I'd have, so basically the red part of the track, like the running part of the track, would be filled with water, and the field in the middle would replicate just kind of like a little walk. So you could walk around the inside of this tank and try and find the shark, or you could walk around the outside of the tank, try and see the shark, and then
It
you
could
could leave.
represent a walk. What does that mean?
Like it would just be like it would kind of be like a zoo, or not a zoo, but like an aquarium enclosure type of thing. So you could walk around the tank trying to find, like, see the shark, but because the shark still needs to keep swimming around, right? But it's only like the tank is only so big,
So
so you
like
could go
you
for
just be like you just walk around in the middle.
yeah,
Where okay.
you could like basically do laps hoping to see, and like trying to look into the tank to see the shark, because it would be like a glass tank, and then just try and see the shark.
Well, I mean, with this theoretical, he'd be your pal. Like you'd go swimming with this shark.
Um,
Also.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would personally.
Yeah, that's why I was like, why, like I don't know, like kind of like
I think it would just
friendship.
be
moments you can have with a shark.
It would just be more of a cool thing to see than the emotional connection.
Interesting.
Hmm.
How I go about it.
Yeah, I was thinking like honestly like a fucking pterodactyl or something.
Oh yeah.
Like a bird that's like a bird-like creature that's
That's big
big
enough
enough
for you to
to
fly on.
exactly. Cuz those things were huge. Like pterodactyls were like the size of like buses, I think. They're like
Yeah, they were pretty big.
massive.
But you think it would just let you ride it?
Yeah, it'll be your friend.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's my buddy.
You could like
My
grab
pet.
onto your megalodon's like fin or something and just chill out with it.
Yeah, see, I just don't like hanging out in the water, so that's why I just didn't like. I'd be like, yeah, if it's like tropical water and it's like, I guess in my own pool, but like, I feel like if I had a megalodon, then I would just leave it in the ocean. Like, anywhere but the ocean, I feel like would be like, it's just like there's not enough water, there's not enough space for a fucking megalodon. That's like a blue whale. Like a megalodon, like wasn't is I don't even know if like historically, megalodon how big it's supposed to be, but like wouldn't isn't it like comparable to the size of a blue whale?
I don't know if it's quite that
Yeah, no, that's true
big.
because apparently blue whales are the biggest mammal that have ever lived.
15 and 18 meters in length, or 60 feet long for a megalodon.
Okay.
60. Oh, so it is about as long as a blue whale. A blue whale is about 60 feet as well.
Okay. Interesting. Interesting. That's
Actually,
crazy.
you want to hear something really? Sorry, I did the mic thing again.
All right.
Um, but something really interesting about a blue whale is, oh, I lied. A blue whale is like 80 is 82 to 105 feet long.
Okay, yeah,
Sheesh.
that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, no, so they're way longer. But the real crazy part that I found, so I was walking with my girlfriend the other day, and we were trying to like get like an actual grasp of how long a blue whale actually is. So we walked out. It's about like 25 meters. So we walked out 25 meters and we looked at it, right? And we're like, yeah, sure, that's long for something like an actual living thing, but it wasn't like as mind-blowing as we thought it was going to be. But the thing that we found really crazy was the height. So like if you were to lay a blue whale on the ground, it would still be 13 feet tall.
Yeah, it's a
I
hefty guy.
find like I find that more crazy than the length of it.
Well, I
Yeah, they're not
mean,
thin.
yeah, it's not like a noodle snake.
No, I know, but that is just like 13 feet. Like that's just crazy.
Yeah, it's a 13 feet in diameter.
Yeah, it's just like that's tall, man.
That is.
We found that more crazy. And then what we were trying to find out, but we never really got an answer to, is how wide they are.
I I mean they live in the
About
water. I would guess they're just kind of like cylindrical.
yeah.
Right, but I'm talking about like to go across it, basically like from fin to fin, like the wingspan or the fin span.
Probably like 13
Oh,
feet.
so yeah. I mean, like, I guess the wingspan would be a little different than the actual, like the like true like girth of the fish of the mammal of
Yeah,
the
I
fish.
guess so. But I'm trying to think. I mean, their fins only stick out so far. So if you did like, if you found out how like long it was from tip of fin to tip of fin, and then just minus that of the length of each fin itself from the body, then you could figure out
You
like
could
the
do that. I
so
just
I've
don't
been
know who cares about the fucking wingspan of a fucking blue. I feel like a wingspan of a blue whale is like the least like interesting fact about it. Like the width and height, I feel like probably about the same. And I feel like that's why they didn't include it in whatever you just read because it's just like I'll just add like
Apparently,
a
their
little bit more
flippers are
range.
10 to 13 feet long.
And is that like, um, but they don't stick out like 10, 15 feet. Like,
No, they kind of like drag beside it, and they like use that to like
Yeah.
push. They're not completely straight out.
But if they
right.
did stick it out,
Well, I don't think they
actually,
could. I don't know if they could.
no.
Like, it's not like I don't know if I mean they might be able to.
No, that would go against their evolution. They use like the aerodynamic
Yeah, like it wouldn't
position.
like they wouldn't put them out
A pterodactyl
or wouldn't have the
is
ability to.
roughly the same height as a giraffe.
Holy
Yeah,
shit!
that's crazy.
So like, a bus wasn't like going overboard there.
Yeah, if a bus was standing like straight up.
Oh, that's not even including its wingspan, is it?
Oh, that's
Like
not its
just the height
wingspan.
is a giraffe.
Its
Jeez,
wingspan is 19 feet, like 19 and a half feet.
that's crazy. I mean, I guess it's about as tall as like, I guess the wingspan's a little bit longer than its height, but it's not gonna be very like a wide creature.
Yeah.
Probably pretty nimble. I mean, they're pretty light.
So if you were to ride it in like your hypothetical, where would you sit? Would you
I
sit like
get
with
like
your
a
legs
saddle or
hanging
something.
around its neck?
I would make some kind of saddle and plop it on there.
Be like how to
I don't
train your
know.
pterodactyl.
Yeah.
How to trade your pterodactyl?
I feel like on the claws would be best. Like sit around its like talons or something.
Oh, I don't know if you want to do that, because what about landing?
Like sitting on
That's gonna
top
be,
of them.
yeah, I know, but just coming in for a landing, if it goes into a tree or something, or goes on the ground and has to like do a little run for a bit,
I mean, I don't
you
know.
know, I feel like that's not the most comfortable. I wonder how fast do you think they could fly?
I mean, well, like
Probably pretty
hawks.
fast.
How fast do hawks fly? And they're pretty small, but they're like pretty
What,
fast. 200 kilometers an hour for a red-tailed hawk. So like
200
a bird
kilometers an
that's
hour?
19 feet, I feel like it would either be around there or like I don't know if it'd be slower or faster though,
I'll
because it's
gotta be
so much heavier,
faster.
but it's so much bigger.
Wait, Jake, how much did you say? Sorry?
The fastest hawk goes 190 kilometers an hour.
Okay. So it says a pterodactyl could reach speeds of over 108 kilometers an hour
Okay,
Damn.
for a few minutes.
that's still pretty fast though, but
That
Man,
is really
like
quick.
that's such like where do they get that number from, man? Like how do they know how fast a max speed of a pterodactyl was? Like
it's gotta be the physics.
I but like they don't I don't know.
Well,
I
yeah,
don't
it's all
know.
guesstimates. They can't
Well,
know
cuz
for
like
certain.
yeah, cuz like all these like yeah, it's just like it's such a arbitrary number that just feels like they just got something to compare it to if they like scaled it down or something like that. But like
I
there's really no
don't.
way to know how fast these guys were. I feel like a modern day bird. I don't know. I feel like I'd be amazed if a modern day bird like a hawk could outfly a fucking a pterodactyl.
It does start with a P.
It,
Um,
it does.
I don't understand how birds flying even works in the first place. Because I don't get how they propel themselves forward.
Well,
They're just
that's why
light
they
as fuck.
flap.
No, but you think of the flapping would be more of a lift thing.
Well, yeah, they flap, they get up higher, and then they like glide. They ride the wind,
Yeah,
So
like
then
you
how
know
do they pick
how
up speed?
well
diving.
you know how yeah, like you
But
know how
they
blades
can
of like a
pick up
fan are
speed
angled, right?
without. Right.
It's the exact same premise. It's just that it's like a sail on a fucking boat. How does that work? Because the wind is blowing the sail. And it's just the same thing with a bird, except The
So
wind is down motion, or like the
aren't their
birds going
wings
down.
pretty flat?
But they're flat. Like it's relative. They can do whatever they want with the wings.
Yeah, they angle
If they
them.
look up, then they're pointing up.
Yeah, yeah, I get how they. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I guess. I don't know if you guys are picking up what I'm putting out. It's because like I understand like from a helicopter point of view, right? Like a helicopter to move forward, it has to be like tilting forward. Like, it has to be nose down to kind of like use the big blade to push itself forward.
Yeah.
I mean, a helicopter to a bird is a little different. I feel like more like an airplane
Yeah,
would be a
but I'm
better
just talking about
comparison.
like I'll just talk. Well, no, because even an airplane has like thrust pushing from like be
Yeah, but and
pushing
that's because
behind
the
it.
airplane wings can't thrust themselves.
Right, right. But I'm saying a bird pushes up and down like or vertically.
Yeah,
But they push the front like it's like
Like they're not like paddling in the air, like swimming type of paddling.
they
they
kind of
They're more
are
like
are.
though. They are. That's what they're. That's like it's instead of through water, they're like paddling through air,
but
and it's
it's
just the
just
motion is more downward because gravity is a lot more like a bird. The comparison between a bird and air is a lot greater than a fish and water. Like water is a lot more substance that you can like. You don't need as much downward or upward thrust to stay afloat in water, but in air you need a lot of it. So that's why birds are like pushing down a lot. I don't know, to get that upwards motion. And then it's like but they're going forward because they're not just pushing up. Like they're aerodynamic creatures. And they're
I'm
like
saying I've never seen a bird push back.
yeah, I doubt they can. I doubt they can. I don't think birds can fly backwards. Unless
No,
they're like
I did
going one way and then they
I
spin
didn't
around
mean
in the
like
air.
I didn't mean fly backwards. I meant push back as in like flap their wings so they're like kind of how you would like if you're doing a breaststroke, like you're pushing the water behind you, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
Like you never see birds do that. They're kind of just like straight up and down.
they're definitely not up and down. They have like elbow joints. They kind of like it's not really just up and down. It's kind of like forward and backward a bit.
And it's like it's always led by the front of the wing. Like the back of the wing is trailing behind. That's like the fucking forward motion being generated.
Okay. I don't know enough about birds to argue this fully, but sure. Yeah,
Bloom's
I have
learning every day.
reason to believe that you are right.
Yeah. True.
You guys got any plans for Family Day?
Nope.
No.
Or
I
like this
was I
weekend?
huh?
Like maybe not Family Day necessarily, but the weekend as a whole.
Isn't that this weekend?
Yeah,
Family
just
Day's
Currently
like
that we're
tomorrow.
in?
right.
Yeah.
The weekend's
But I
over.
mean, just um, okay. I work on Saturdays, so my weekend's extended.
Ah.
So I just kind of meant like as like in this period of time, like this week. Are you guys doing anything this week to celebrate this time of year?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not celebrating anything. I am hanging out
You
with
just
my girlfriend for a bit on Tuesday and Wednesday, but
Oh,
I'm not
overnight.
celebrating Family Day. No,
Oh no.
no.
Um,
no.
that's funny because I'm actually hanging out with my girlfriend Tuesday and Wednesday too.
Oh yeah,
Wow.
We're gonna go skiing. Go up to one of the local mountains. Some skiing.
that's fun.
I haven't gone skiing since grade 5, and I don't know if I remember how.
Nice.
So I'm a little nervous. But more excitingly, we're staying in a bed and breakfast.
Ooh,
I've never done that before.
what mountain you going to?
It's called Sasquatch.
Sasquatch Mountain.
Yeah,
Nice.
up in Chilliwack, British Columbia area.
Yeah,
Interesting. That'd be fun.
that sounds pretty cool.
I'm looking forward to
Nice.
Anybody got anything funny to talk about?
it.
Funny.
Yeah.
I have a question. I don't know if it's particularly funny.
Well, I
Um,
mean, if it's coming out of your mouth, it can be hard for me not to laugh.
Oof.
all right,
Oof.
cool. Just being mean for no reason. It's fine. Um, if say you try and like tell a joke that comes up in conversation, and the person that you were trying to tell the joke to doesn't understand or like hear it and just kind of lets it pass by, would you like repeat it or like go out of your way to make sure the joke is known, or would you just let it die there?
It depends on the situation, I guess. If like, if the joke could still work, or if I think the joke was funny enough that even if it doesn't work, that it's worth explaining, then sure.
I actually
But
do this a lot. I work at a restaurant, and like to kill time, we kind of tell stupid jokes, and half the time people don't get it, so we tell the joke again.
Nice.
Yeah, yeah. Like I told my buddy the other day, and then
Oh
he
boy.
told everybody else. But it was, what does a guy with two left feet wear?
Shoes,
Flip flips.
flip
wow,
flips.
Yeah.
wow. Took Sloan a second there to
It's
pick
so
it up.
stupid. No, there's so many
I
people
figured
at
it
work that don't get
figured
it
it
the
out
first
right
time.
away. Figured it out right away.
It's so
I just
dumb.
it is pretty dumb. I'm gonna write it down
But
and
it's
use it later.
exactly, it's hilarious because of its stupidity.
My girlfriend's dad told me one that I thought was interesting not too long ago. He said, what do you call a duel between three people?
I don't know.
Cruel.
Yeah, a troll.
Oh,
Wait, what? That was it? What? Are you serious?
Yeah,
What?
that's it. It's three people.
I totally said that as in like a joke, like not thinking.
well, it was a joke, so good job.
That was the only thing that came to my head. Are you?
Oh, as a kid, and like grandpa told me this joke that like really stumped me for like so long. And it goes like this. So there's a plane um taking a trip, right?
Is it a
From
bird or a
Canada.
plane? It was a pterodactyl.
It was a regular plane taking a trip
Never mind.
from Canada. Is that one of those situations where you tried to tell a joke and I just didn't get it?
No, you're just like it, you're just continue, continue. It
It's
was
taking a
something that was not looking for a response.
oh well, you got it. There's a plane taking a trip from Canada to America, right? And as it's flying across the border, the plane crashes, right? Like right in the middle. Like the plane crashes right on the border. Half the plane in like the States and then half the plane in Canada. Where do they bury the survivors?
Um. Oh, I've heard this one before.
You don't
Ah.
bury survivors.
Yeah.
Ha.
Stop leaning
Ha.
for a bit. Stop leaning for a bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, when you hear that and you're like 4, it gets you thinking.
It definitely does.
Yeah, because like I heard another plane crash one where it was like something to do with that, but it was like it was in the water, so like they just like didn't like recover any of the bodies anyway. Some this is another like version of like that stupid plane crash joke. I don't know.
Oh, the one about that there's more planes crashed in the ocean than there are boats crashed in the sky.
It's, I mean, I don't. I think that's just like a quirky statement. I don't know if that's like. I don't know if there's a punchline after that, but
I think that is it. Yeah, yeah. That's the punchline.
yeah.
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 Um,
Well,
yeah. How long we got? What's our time looking like?
I don't know.
Well, you said, are we recording? About 20 minutes in, so my recording minus 20 minutes is at about 55 ish minutes.
Alright, sounds great. Well, thanks for listening to another episode of Arguably Podcast. Make sure to like, rate, subscribe, and stay tuned to see if I can get my body battery down to 0 and what Jake gets in the mail. Be sure to
Follow
like,
the new
rate,
Instagram.
subscribe. Follow the Instagram, Arguably Pod
Yeah.
Hell
on
yeah.
Instagram. Alright, thanks. Bye.
All right, you should try that again and a little more energetic.
Okay.
All right, thanks for listening to the Arguably Podcast.
What are you talking about? It was perfect. I think my girlfriend's sleeping, so I don't want to. Okay. Hey guys, thanks for listening to another episode of Arguably Podcast. Be sure to just keep up with all of us here and by hitting that notification bell on YouTube. And if you enjoyed what you listened to so far, why don't you hit that like button? It really helps us out and gets us in the algorithm. And be sure to subscribe if you want to stick around for more. So yeah, see ya. Is that better?
It was something.